Those travel impacts, Chris.
Not for those folks, but for us, temperatures starting tomorrow afternoon will begin warming up. But the same system that developed that blizzard, which is nor'easter off the East Coast, is what is responsible for bringing our temperature drop that began yesterday. Now, temperatures will bottom out tomorrow morning, and we are expecting a freeze both north and south, with the exception of the city. No freeze expected in the metro area, but the surrounding areas, river, bayou parishes, even south of the city. You go down toward the coast, not a concern. And really the main issue is not only people and pets. We always say that is a given, but blooming vegetation. This is the reason why the Weather Service is issuing a freeze warning, because we've already been here before, but we've also had a stretch of now warm temperatures, and a lot of vegetation. Plants are starting to flower, and that could damage them with the cold. And the good news is, more good news, after we do start warming up, is that we are not expecting any additional freezes going forward. So a widespread freeze in the purple. The light blue is areas where frost is possible, but I don't think we're going to see much of it, as the dew points are too low. The air is just too dry. The temperatures to start off tomorrow morning, 20s and lower 30s, low mid 30s in the metro area to begin our Tuesday. And those are the areas where we're expecting, even if not a long duration freeze, even briefly getting to freezing, are included in this freeze warning. This is not pipe type weather. Pipes are going to be fine. That's not the issue. The real issue is that we haven't had a freeze in a while, and a lot of plants are now blooming. This is the deep upper trough that brought in that cold air, and with that upper troughing, you started to get this developing upper low that translated down to a surface low, and this is a nor'easter. They hang just off the coast. They have a lot of moisture with those sub-freezing temperatures, and where that sub-freezing air and the moisture combine, you can get significant snow totals and strong winds, and that is what has been the Northeast and New England states have been dealing with. The temperatures there in the 20s and low 30s, so not ridiculously cold air, it's just the amount of snow that they're getting from all the associated moisture. And this cold air remains in place, at least for us, one more day. Starting off tomorrow morning, the 20s and 30s, highs though in the 60s, and then we start to see the cold retreat. As we head toward Thursday, Friday, you see this little kink in the jet stream. This is a weak little feature that'll likely send in one more weak front for Friday, but not going to do too much to our temperatures. Generally, a warming trend as the cold air lifts to the north, and what we don't see in its place is a big upper level ridge. That's what we had late last week, and to start the weekend, leading to our temperatures in the 80s. So no 80s this week, but when we do start warming up, we are getting back into the 70s. So tomorrow afternoon, around 63 degrees. By Wednesday afternoon, though, around 73 degrees. There's that weak front, not much of a temperature drop behind it, and we stay in the mid to upper 70s heading into the weekend. We went under mostly clear skies all day today, and the clear skies, lessening winds, and low humidity will lead to a very cold night tonight. As high pressure settles almost over us overnight and early tomorrow, that's why the winds start to subside. Underneath high pressure, the winds go almost dead calm, so lighter winds later on tonight. As that high continues to shift toward the east, that changes our wind direction and more southerly, so humidity starting to come up by Tuesday. By Wednesday, a little bit more of a humid feel as those dew points start getting back into the 50s. And as this time of year has told us, when the dew points get back into the 50s, we start to see some fog issues. That may be an issue patchy on Wednesday, but I think a little bit more widespread Thursday and Friday. Very pleasant weather this weekend on the warmer side, and we stay warm, probably more 80s back by next week.